So if you want to start closing more deals on the back of your webinars, then listen up because I'm about to put you guys on. So there's 4 key things to consider here. Number 1 is taking less calls. A lot of people preach that you should just book as many calls as you can onto the closers' calendars. That couldn't be further from the truth, and I'm about to tell you why. Number 1, you don't want your closers to get burnt out by speaking to a bunch of brokies. Number 2 is you want to speak with people that have high intent and people that actually want to move the needle forwards. There's no point in your closers having 10 calls a day for the next 3 to 4 days, and then out of that batch, there's probably only, let's say, 3 or 4 that are actually serious to move forwards. You'd rather just speak to those people instead. I understand that you can push people across the line, you can persuade them to come on board with you, but at the end of the day, like, if they don't have the intent, if they don't have the money, if they're not qualified, there's no point speaking to them, right? They're not going to buy. So that's one of the things that you want to consider, because if you have less calls and you have 3 to 4 solid calls that have been qualified and they're the perfect fit for what it is that you do, you're going to get a close rate of 50 to 60%. Next is actually adding real urgency. You don't want to be adding this fake bullshit urgency. People can see straight through that nowadays. It's not a case where you can say, we've only got 10 spots left, mate, and you know, if you don't make a decision today, then you're going to miss out. Tough luck. That shit doesn't work anymore. People can sniff that out. You'll end up burning prospects and you'll end up losing leads. What you want to do is you want to position it in the right way to make them think that, you know what, I need to take action now because this is an opportunity of a lifetime here, because if I don't, the people in this webinar are, and I'm going to miss out, right? That's the way that you need to position it on the webinar. Next is actually hiring strong closers. Now, I'm telling you now, it doesn't matter if you're running a webinar funnel and the heavy lifting is being done from the marketing side of things. You want to have strong closers, because if you've got an average closer who's doing 30% close rate, you could go and get a beast of a closer to close at 50 to 60%, which is more cash in your pocket. Why do people settle for mediocre closers when you can actually go and get the best of the best, plus have a really good marketing system so it's easier for them to close? It's just a win-win situation. So make sure you're hiring the strongest closers possible. Next is actually hiring strong setters. Now, a lot of people, this is just something that gets overlooked. I don't know why, but setters don't get enough respect for what they do, right? I'm telling you now, if you have a good setting team and you're able to get them on the phones and they're dialing people who have attended but didn't book, instead of getting them to qualify, get them to disqualify. It's not the case where you're trying to qualify people just on money. You want to make sure that these guys actually want to move forwards with what it is that we do. Do they see the vision? Why do they want to do it now, right? You need to make sure that they feel like they're qualifying themselves, and if not, then you're just going to push them to the side. You don't want your sales reps to be dealing with these people, especially if they've spoken to the setter and they're not qualified. So don't do that, because you're going to piss off your closers. So these are the 4 things that I would say, if you get these dialed in, take less calls, add real urgency, have strong closers and a strong setting team as well, then you're going to be able to close at a 50 to 60% close rate.